Hello and welcome to another episode of making Diablo clone in Common Lisp. So the last week I was making the main menu in the game, so I kinda finished that. So after that I've implemented the new game button and then the exit button, and in this week I've implemented the credits screen. So basically everything GUI wise is ready, but the problem is that everything is kinda hard-coded right now in the engine source. So like these window sizes or these colors and buttons, and then in the menu system this stuff is all it's all hard-coded. So my idea is to make some sort of DSL, some sort of domain-specific language that will define the GUI in the game, and then I will just specify it externally into the engine. So this will be like the parameter. So yeah, I have a couple of to-do comments about that. Yeah, so idea is to modify that library of mine I've started along with the engine called CL Nuclear Allegro. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to that, and I think I will add some sort of macroses. Alright, so I think I will just add some layer to this library. I will call it like Lisp interface or something. So yeah, I think just lisp.lisp. However weird that sounds. Okay, so in this package in CL Allegro Nuclear, I will define several macroses that will be like this, all of this stuff, but better. Alright, so I think the first one would be the macro about the window, the very starting macro for this nuclear interface. So I think I will call that something like with window. I think this makes sense. So the macro will be with window. Okay, and it would have well, first of all, I think it would have this context parameter. I mean, this parameter is ubiquitous. It is in every nuclear function for obvious reasons. It's just like the global state instead of some global variable or something. Alright, so I think maybe it would be nice to have this some sort of implicitly, without the necessity to pass it to the macro. Okay, I will make something up as I go. So the parameters would be the context, then the window title, then the colors. And yeah, about the colors, I think probably, yeah, wait a second, that's not a color, that's the, what is this actually? That's a rect, I reckon. Is it? Yeah, no, the rect, right. So the rectangle. So maybe first of all I would need some sort of macro to make those rectangles, and then by the way the colors, because that's also the structure that is used widely in nuclear. So okay, I think what would this macro do? I mean the one for the rect. So it will probably bind some variable to this rect value. Maybe just with the let would be enough. So what? Anyway, I could use symbol macro let, but that's kind of overkill here, I think. So yeah, probably let would do. Okay, so first of all, I will have with a rect, and it will have, yeah, just like in CFFI. So if we look into the, yeah, sure, in CFFI documentation, no, not Python, the Common Lisp. Hey mate, yeah, that's kind of the trick, that you have to make some space for your personal projects that make you happy. So yeah, I think that's the trick. Okay, so the macro, just like the one in CFFI, which was, let me recall, it was like with string or something. With string, come on. Is it right? What am I missing here? Oh, with foreign string. I reckon with foreign string. Yeah, here it is. Foreign string. So yeah, here it is. So var string starts. So how do I use it? Okay, so the first argument would be the actual variable name, and then the other would be like initialization arguments. Vars, vars, bindings, functional access. Okay, I don't need this, so I would have just the variable, and then what? And then these arguments. So like x, y, w, and h. Right. So should I make them keyword arguments? I think that would be nicer. Yeah, that would be that would make code more readable. So keywords. So like x, y, w, and h. Am I specifying this right? I think I do. I kinda stick too much to the Python keyword arguments and syntaxes and whatever. So okay, I have I guess everything. So this macro would expand let with the variable. Oh, and by the way, I think it should include body. Yeah, of course. So the last argument will be body, and then okay. So then let, in let I would define this variable to be what exactly, to be this. So I need these symbols. Would they be from the package, from nk package? I think they probably would. So can I use, yeah, I can use like a backtick. Wait a second, how do I use backtick inside the backtick? Would that even work? So if I have some list, and then in that list I have another list. What? Okay, so the trick is, would it, if I have some variable, so would it get here? Oh, okay, and if I like make here print and, oh no, not the print, but yeah, okay, let it be the print. So if I eval that, wait a second, no, like this, and then eval that. Form, so of course there's no function 2, or should I put it, there's no, 2 is not a function, it's a number. But what have it expanded to? Okay, what if I just, no, macro expand wouldn't work here. Okay, I will just go with the flow, or maybe just check out my hideous macro in systems called dev component. I certainly have double backtick somewhere here. Okay, so here's the first backtick, and for instance here there's the second, and then I can just use comma as usual. Okay, so I think I'm okay here. Right, so it would be the list again with the backtick, and then with the symbol x, and then value of x. Wait a second, I think I should use double x here. Yeah, right. I think I'm right. Okay, so x, then y, then w, oh, the w, and h. Alright, so in this let I just have this body. So I always forget the syntax. Is it comma and then at? Oh yeah, here's the first, the comma, then at. Okay, body, and then, so that's kinda all. Okay, what if I compile that? Okay, let's place the body in lambda list. How does that happen? Macro expansion of def macro displaced body. So am I forbidden to use body in after key? How does that even work? Okay, I will just look at implementation of that with foreign string. So CFFI with foreign string. Okay. So oh, rest args, and then body. Why does it have the, oh, so they have extra parentheses. But still, can I use, why I can't just use body and then, okay, common Lisp, key and body arguments. I think I read something about that in Practical Common Lisp by Ziegel. I can remember that. But I can't recall what exactly have I read. I reckon there's some problem, yeah. Remember the list. Is there something about body? Yeah, body. Remember the list. The body function. There's body. Alright. Rest and key. No, I don't have rest. I have body. Okay, that's awkward. keys, key, first and then key. Okay, would that help if I just switch if I just put body here? I don't think that would happen. Oh, so that compiles. Okay, let's test out this macro. So what would that expand to? So with rect, something like A, and then x1, y2, w3, h4, and then body something like print A. Okay, that certainly makes sense. No, wait a second, it doesn't. With rect is oh, okay, I just forgot the this. So with rect and it does not expand to anything. Okay, so I think the in package just works. So I need nk here. Okay, all right. A number of elements. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Okay, so this certainly does not work. Okay, what will happen if I put that in parentheses? Okay, that compiles. Nice. So I should obviously put parentheses here and use it like that. Okay, now that works. So let A x, yeah, exactly, it gets from the proper package from CL Belagro nuclear. So x1, oh, wait a second, y1 is with a comma. That's not what I meant here. Oh, wait a second, it actually would work because this backtick would just evaluate this one. Okay, so I will just call that. Nice, it kind of works, I guess. Why it is printed twice though? Oh, that's the return value, I think. Yeah, the print. Okay. So yay, this macro works. This is the first one. Okay, so now to the next one with window. So with window would be a bit harder to make because it contains some extra stuff. Okay, so the next one is the rect. How the parameter is called, by the way? Name title bounce. Okay, bounce. I will call that also bounce. And then the flex. And as the flex, I think I will just use. So yeah, the problem here is that I should convert the flex, which are like keywords, into the actual integer, because this function gets integer as its input. But the thing is that those flags are actually keywords from the nuclear package. Alright, so I will also make that here. So, yeah, first of all, unless 0p and k begin. So yeah, the macro. Okay. So unless 0p and k begin. Then the context. Then title. Then bounce. Yeah. Then what then? The flex. So instead of the flex, I would call nk flex, and yeah, I can't recall what sort of flex that is. Credits. I've used something else. No, I didn't. Okay. So let's see in example. So somewhere here in the begin here, yeah. So it's panel flex. All right. So flex, panel flex, and oh, wait a second. So those flags are just list. Okay, so I should kinda apply it. Yeah, I guess so. So that would be that one? No. Okay, so when I should apply NK flags to these panel flags, should it be in macro expansion time or at runtime? Well, macros are tricky. So let's say I'm doing it at macro expansion time. So I'm calling apply apple. Yeah, sure. NK flags. Well, probably I should omit flags. I'm in the same package. So apply flags, panel flags, and then flags, I guess. Yeah. And then yeah, that's it. So, okay, that's a demo, but it also works. So after this unless clause, I should use nkend. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, in this unless body, I should use the drawing code. So here, yeah, I forgot the body. I think I should have also body here. Do I use the extra parentheses here? So direct, like, yeah, maybe I should not. I think I shouldn't. So alright, unless 0p this, then body, then this unless ends, and then yeah, I guess I need prog here, and then unless body, and then nk end, and just then yeah, here the macro stops. Yeah, I guess that's it. Right, it compiles. Nice. Let's see to what it macro expands. So window, like I don't know, whatever. Title, then bounce. Yeah, the bounce. Okay, let's just go with nil. Yeah, and then flags. Yeah. So as flags, I will use the list with like, I don't know, border and movable, wherever. Movable, and then body. So in body, I guess I just do something. Yeah. Okay. Why? Okay. I think I should use the one from the package. Yeah. Quote is not defined. Come on. Okay, what have I changed here? No, I haven't meant to do that. What the heck? Okay, I think I'm doing right. So quote is not defined as a keyword. Okay, I think here flags, yeah, there is the extra quote. So yeah, I guess I can use eval here, but eval is kinda a bit of overkill here, so I forgot what's the proper way to get the list here. I reckon I had this problem somewhere. Okay, I guess I will just helplessly Google. So from LISP, the quoted list in macro. Focus on the quote. Okay. So should I like use comma again, like this? Right, not inside a backquote. Is it though? I mean, here's the first backquote, it's inside. Oh, the apply undoes that backtick. Okay. Yeah, I'm lost. So this would not help a lot. Agreeability list of expression. No, backquote. Also no. Yeah, quoted list is a parameter. That's the one I need. So body blah blah blah, print hi. We should say minus twice. List something valid 2 times. The second time valid print hi. That's even for closure, but I guess it also would do. Eval. Yeah, that's my point, that eval is kinda a bit overkill for this problem. So, okay. Contemplates. Reader macro, def macro. I reckon I just ended up solving the same situation I had somewhere else by just changing the type from the list to something else. But I can't quite recall what was that. Probably I should not use a quoted list and just the one with the list, like that. Oh, okay. Alright. So, the thing is that the macro argument is not exactly the same as the function argument, so it is translated literally inside the macro. Right. So probably I should, yeah, I reckon I had this in like systems. So something like some list here, probably in prefab here, symbolic system extension. No, it was some list as some macro parameter. So macro extension or not. Okay, let's search for def macro. So component, entity bindings. Yeah, something like that. Bindings, macro, list, bindings. Oh, I recall now. I was using it, right, so I was using it as the local macro variable, so that would be like something like flex, and then I would just call it here, maybe even just like that. So then I have this final flex, and then I can use it here. Come on. Yeah, extra parent. Right. So now, nope, still no. Why though? Why? Bindings list. Maybe I am in fact using eval somewhere here. No, I'm not. So that macro. Yeah, so I can recall the trick was that I made some local macro variable and used that instead. But how do I make that right? So I'm going apply in flex panel flex, and this flex variable. Why it's still giving me trouble? So okay, if I just come on, if I just use eval here, would that work? Yeah, it works. Alright, so how does that work though? Unless we repeat number begin GUI title nil and 3, so it calculated the actual integer flex value, then called print1, then nk end, nkct, oh no, not ctx, but context. Right, so how can I stop using eval here? And by the way, if I use list, would that work? Oh, sorry. List. Yeah, that also works. Okay, how do I stop using eval? Lisp macro list parameter. How do I pass? Yeah, list macro in Lisp. That's the one I need. Not sure yeah, that's the problem, that macro do not evaluate its arguments. Give the name of x variable symbol you could use. We call it as without a macro, just do print list. Oh. You could eval as just eval for car. You could also use without the list quotation mark, but it's not recommended since that doesn't fit the general practice to call function with arguments. Actually, it kinda makes sense in my case. So, okay, I should see to in other alternatives. But I'll still recommend it to pass in. X. So how does that work? So okay, maybe the solution is just to use that in runtime instead of macro expansion time. So I guess I can, yeah, I guess I can use let here this panel flex, which would be the application of flex with panel flex to flex, and then yeah, so I don't need comma here, and I don't need this let. Right, it even compiles. So yay, that's the one. So I have let panel flex apply flex panel flex list window border window movable. Then I pass this panel flex into the function, and yeah, I guess that's it. So would it work with quoted list? Yep, it does. So okay, I'm done with the second macro, which is for window. Probably I should document that as I go. So yeah, I will just copy some. Okay, I should plus some of these answers with the, yeah, this one. Alright, so We'll bind and move the from string. Alright, so I guess it executes body with the variable var bound to declare struct with how do I name it with parameters? Nuclear rect struct with arguments with god damn it, I'm so bad with naming. Rect struct with fields, I guess. With fields x, y, w, and h. Right. With button variable var bound to nuclear rect struct with fields x, y, w, h. Okay. And I should document this one. So this, what it does, it executes body. So how does that execute body? It executes body with how do I even call it, within the window with within the nuclear window, maybe just with come on, with the nuclear window. Oh, maybe I should just write what it does. So it calls nk begin with context title bounds and flux arguments. And then calls. Okay, so it calls nk begin with these arguments, and then execute the body when it returns non-zero value. And then calls nk end. Come on. Alright. Calls nk begin with these arguments, then executes body when it returns, then okay, I just without then execute body when it returns non-zero value, then calls nk end. Right, so that's what it does. Alright, so the next one, the next macro. So I'm done with this color thing. Yeah, that one would be harder. So layout. So I think maybe layout, or maybe this even does not deserve its own macro because it's just called to nk layout whatever. Okay, let's just quickly see the nuclear documentation. Nuclear GUI. Yeah, that's actually the wrong link. It's the old repository. Okay, and by the way, my style for GitHub here looks just terrible. Yeah, that's a bit better. So, where was I? The layout. So I need documentation, and yeah. So layouting. Yeah, so the thing is, you just call nk layout whatever, and then just call the widget functions. So you don't really need any like close layout or stop layout or end layout function. You just go as you go. Except this one, but this is a bit harder
I mean, not so popular way to make a layout, so I think I will just leave that without macro. Yeah. Alright, so the button. So the next macro I guess I should make is the one for macro, for button, and then there's some different, so there's button text, button label, button color. Alright. Yeah, they all are with different. Okay, I guess I will just start with the one that I'm using, button label. So I guess with button label, yeah. So what does it take as arguments? It just takes the button title, right? Right. So yeah, just that. How it is called again? Title, right? So title and then the body, of course. Body. Right. So do I need program here? I don't think so. No. So again, unless 0p.
Oh, and by the way, it was some hiccup with the 0p. I reckon it was on some high level of optimization. So if I'm using something like that, and then compile that, and then call maybe just like that. Right, but I reckon there was some warning about that. Okay, I will just try and compile and see what happens. So like in this with window. So disassemble. Disassemble. I have this hideous line, yeah, like this. So let's say I have GUI, and this GUI is CFFI foreign pointer, right? Is that type? P pointer, yeah, it's a type. So XGUI. Then I have this optimization turned on, and then with window, maybe NK with window. So window context this GUI, and title, then bounds. Yeah, maybe I should also use here that macro with rect, just to see how it looks. So with rect some like b x 0 y 0 w, I don't know, 10 h10. So with this b, the equivalent title b, and then flex, maybe just empty list. Would that work? I hope it will. So empty list, maybe just nil, and then body. So just like, I don't know, print one. So yeah, that's what I want to test. All right. Show me what you got. So flex. So this is the function. So I call this function with panel flex, and I reckon nil, I guess. What does that even macro expands to? So let's just quickly see. I don't need this, I need just this. So macro expand one. Yeah. So apply nil. Right. So what does that even is? Come on. That's weird. Okay. 0, right, it should be. Nice. So, okay, let's see again at this disassembly. So we call flex at runtime, that's right. Then what we do next? We push arguments for that foreign function nkBegin into stack. So we push title, we push this rect. Right, so then we call this begin, nkBegin. Yeah, and here we go. Here we call generic minus. And I guess that's the problem here, because nkBegin returns values which are like, I mean, correspond to C unsigned integer, which is full 64-bit, at least on my machine. So Lisp integers, I mean Lisp fixed nums, are a tiny bit less, so they have 62 bits because they have extra 2 bits for the type tag, at least in SBCL. So the problem is that SBCL here thinks that this value this nkBegin function returns couldn't fit into this fixed num, so it goes with it like with full number value, and because of that it can't open code this comparison with 0, so it uses generic minus and then compares the result with 0 or something. So yeah, that's the performance problem, and I think I can easily fix that by saying here that this is fixed num, because, well, it should fit into fixed num, because I reckon it returns only 1 or 0, like C, false or true. Okay, so let's see what happens then. Right, here we go. So now no generic operations, just call, then test rdx, and then jump to label 0. And label 0 does this nuclear end. And if we do not jump to label 0, we do print. Yeah, nice. Just awesome. So I guess I should also do this here. So I should also convert the result to fixed num, because if I recall correctly, let's just check. It returns only 0 or 1. So let's see at, for instance, at nkBegin. So nkBegin calls nkBegin titled, and nkBegin titled returns either 0, here 0 again. Let's just search for return 0, 0, 0, and then red. And red is nkPanelBegin. Okay, what returns nkPanelBegin? Come on. nkPanelBegin, here we go. So return. So it also returns either 0 or this one, not blah blah blah, and not, so it's like bitwise, or rather well, anyway, it's like the Boolean operation, and I reckon in C it should return either 0 or 1. So I guess I'm good. Okay, let's just quickly check. I have this test here that I haven't committed. So let's see to what that calculates. So some Boolean, like, I don't know, 1 equals 1. Right, why it is command specifies type long, but argument has a type int. Okay, how about that? Okay, so can I press Ctrl+C, Ctrl+C here? That, no, it's just comments. Alright, so I should compile that, something like that. No, not like that. Come on, just god damn it.
That's just painful. Okay, so what I need here is just call gcc test.c and then call a out. One. Nice. So yeah, the boolean true in C is 1. I kinda wasn't sure about that. Well, I haven't been programming in C for like, I don't know, 5 years or even more. Alright, so we have either 0 or 1 here, so we all good. Okay, so what next? Next we call nk button label with this, context. I forgot about context. So we call it with context and then title. And that's it. So if it is true, if it's not 0, then we do body. And that's it. Right. So calls nk button label with context and title arguments and executes body when it returns non-zero value. That is when the button is pressed. Right. So now I have this button macro. Alright, so what else? What else do I need? So let's see in the credits screen. Oh, by the way, I guess I haven't shown that. So let me just quickly launch the demo and demonstrate how it looks. So yeah, the buttons are basically just like the last week, so kind of these nice image buttons styled, yeah, just like that. And then I can press new game, I can press exit, it all works, but if I press credits, here is this nice credits screen. So I had to use monospace font here, it's Noto Mono actually, and well, I mean to make this like the credits in the movies, I mean with just one vertical line. And yeah, so I can press escape here and I can hit new game, I can just play some game and then press exit. So it all just works nicely. I have just unhard-coded with this GUI DSL. Alright, so I already have macro for nkBegin. I have, right, so the list, layout, row dynamic, label. So I guess I don't really need the macro for label. Layout space and wait a second, layout space what? Layout space. Why do I have it here? I reckon I haven't started any layout space, or have I? Okay, what if I just comment that? Oh, yeah, now I have the optimization turned on. Right, so let's see. I guess it would just fail miserably. No, it does not, it works. So I guess it was some spec from my previous experiments. Right. Okay. So I guess I will remove that. Right. So I have these 3 basic macroses for the window, button label and something else. Yeah, thanks mate. I appreciate it. I was, as always, I just got some pre-existing art, but still, yeah, I had to choose it wisely. Okay, so I have these three basic macroses, and now I should implement the one that is a bit harder. So that would be these style macroses. So the thing is about this function style push style item or style push color or style push whatever. The problem is that they take some pointer as the second argument, and that pointer is actually offset in the context structure. And this structure is kind of public in C, but it would be kind of very hard to make it available inside the Lisp as structure, because again I'm using Swig to generate the interface between C and Lisp, and Swig is a terrible thing. So, well, I mean, it generates terrible code. So yeah, here what I'm doing here is I'm just calculating these offsets as a matter of fact, in this test.c program. So I'm just calling printf and just summing all of the offsets of all of the fields. So for instance, if I need modify border color of button, I go with offset of style in context, then offset of button in style, then offset of border color in style button. So here we go. And the thing is, it could change any moment actually. And I had this nice idea, I reckon this morning, about the thing that I actually can make all of those offsets automatically. So I can write some program like this test.c, which will just output some Lisp code. And I mean, it would be just like these auto-generated Lisp wrappers that I'm having already. So yeah, I guess that would work. But yeah, again, the problem is that I would have to extract all of the values, not just these several ones that I need. Yeah, so I guess right now I would just make this this happen. Yeah, so first of all, I think I will just make the macro wrapper for these style functions. Yeah, so here's the first one. Style push style item, what is this? Pointer item color, right. So the first one would be wrapper around style push style item. So it would be like with style item, right? Style item color push style item, and then I have push color, but that would be different macro. Yep, I guess so. So yeah, the first would be okay. Yeah, so wrapper around push style item. So I don't need this one at the moment. Let's see. So the macro would be like with style item. So what would it have? First of all, the context, of course, and then this offset that I would have as the constants again in this library CL libel nuclear. So like the integer offset, then and then the item itself. So I reckon there are two different style items. It's like style item color and something else. So it's like, yeah, style item color and style item image. That's the two options here. And I reckon I also use image because, well, my buttons are actual images. So how am I using that? Yeah, like this. So I use style item image. Yeah, right. So I guess style item. So here the argument is the result of the call of nk style item image, and here it's the result of call of nk style item color. Alright, so I will have it just as generic argument, just item with style item, right? Style item. Okay, I think that's it. So I will copy that. Alright. So in this macro, I'm calling nk style push style. Oh yeah, the body. Of course, I always forgot the macro body. So yeah, I guess I should have the proc n here. So first of all, I'm calling nk style push style item with this context. Then I inc pointer of that context with the offset, and then I have this item context. Right. So I guess that's it. And then blah blah blah. Yeah, I guess so. Right. So then I call body. Once again, the wrong order. Right. And then I should like pop it out from the nuclear stack, internal stack. So like this one, nk style pop style item. nk style pop style item from context. Right. And that's it, I guess. So nk style push style item, context, pointer with offset, then item, and then the body, and then nk style pop style item. Right. So I guess that's it. So let's see. Let's just macro expand it first with some arguments. So like nk with style item. I don't know, something like GUI, offset like 42, some item, yeah, that's the tricky part. So something like nk style item image, wherever, no, and then the body, so like print1. Okay, let's see. So program nuclear style push style item GUI, then cffi inc pointer with offset, and then style item image nil. Right, yeah, just as it should be. Then the body, and then pop style item from GUI. Nice, I guess that's it. So it calls nk style push style item with context, offset, and item arguments, and then executes body, then calls nk style pop style item. Right. Yeah, that's it. With style item. Now I should have this same. Oh yeah, that thing again. Layout space end. Once again, do I have layout space begin? Oh, I do have layout space begin here. What does it even? Okay, so I guess I'm using the hard way here. Okay, layout space begin. Yeah, I do. So layout space push is static. Yeah, I guess I should also wrap this into macro. Layout template, okay, layout row, okay, layout row, and okay. So alright, since I'm just using this, I will wrap this into macro. Yeah, but first of all, I will finish with that style thing. So push style item, push color, right? So that one would be with style color, I guess. With style color, yeah. So it would have context. And then the offset, obviously. And then I guess just the keyword arguments, but then again, it's kind of a problem with keyword and then body. Okay, let me just check it out like this. So macro, something like that, with some argument like C, then keyword argument like K, and then body B. So and it would just make nothing, do nothing. So misplaced body. How the heck it is misplaced? Okay, let me just Google that helplessly again. Misplaced body. Okay. Is it the actual error message? Misplaced body in lambda list. Misplaced ampersand body. Alright. That's helpful. LISP, ampersand body and ampersand key. Okay, lambda list. Alright. Let's just resort to official documentation. Rest var, rest body var. Right. Quiet vars, then off var, and then key vars. Okay. So lambda list. First key vars, then rest vars. Where are rest vars? Rest var. Oh, so the body should go first. First rest var, then key vars. That's weird, but okay. Would that help? Okay. So let's just, I don't know, print everything, or just have a list as return value. List of C, B, and K. And I think it also applies to functions, so that would be a function. Oh. What is an ordinary lambda list? Okay, so let's have the macro again. Macro. Alright, okay. So what if I call it with like, I don't know, something like that. And then key, like, I don't know. Okay, odd number of elements. What? Yeah, that's the problem. So how do I pass these keywords after the body? It's the body. It has like the any number of. Oh, so should I just go with the body at the end? Nope. Odd number of elements in keyword value list. Okay. God, I'm so embarrassed. So how do I combine body and keyword arguments? I reckon in CFFI, yeah, that's just Binance. rest and key at the same time. Okay, so rest is just like body. So how does that work? It's not a good idea to mix rest parameters with keyword parameters. If you do so, you should probably consider writing the function to some unexpected behavior. If both appear in parameter list, then both things happen. All the remaining values, which include the keywords themselves, are gathered in the list that's bound to the rest parameter. The appropriate values are also bound to the key parameters. Yeah, I'm remembering now, so I haven't seen a lot of macroses that use both keyword arguments and then the body lists. After the current macro, you could technically use multiple parameter list within the definition of other keyword parameters in one list and the rest in the other list. Okay. Mixing parameter list and the rest parameters. Alright. Let's put it together with allow other keys. So does it say anything about body? Right. Okay, so again different lists. Would it make sense syntactically here with style color? Okay, where was I? Actually, yeah, I was going to add some keyword arguments as the color values RG and B and A. So, yeah, I guess it kinda makes sense syntactically. So I can have key, RG, B and A, and then just body. So is that good enough parameter list? Yeah, it is. Okay, nice. Yeah. Alright. So I should macro expand to something like that. So also program, obviously. So in key style push color, oops, then the context, then this ink pointer of the context and oops, context and offset, and then just this list of right. So that's again the problem of double backtick and stuff. So like R, should I use double comma here? So first comma is like R from here, but I don't have any variable named R. So the thing is, yeah, I probably should use double comma here. So R, then G, then B, then A. Okay, so that's it. Then obviously body again, and then in key style pop color, I reckon, yeah. Pop color context. All right, would that work? So how does that even macro expand? Okay, with style color, something like that. Then offset like this, and then these arguments inside the parentheses. So like R1, G2, B3, A4, and then body, something like that. Okay, so it macro expands to something, and here, alright, so this comma kinda cancels this backtick, so this becomes just one. Alright, okay, let me just quickly check. I don't have any GUI, but still. Yeah, of course. Maybe I should just defer it to some null pointer. Load type is close fragments nil. Come again. Translate foreign memory. Foreign struct type. Yeah, here we go. RGB and what? Was it translated foreign memory? Foreign struct type T. RGB for color. Right. Push the colors. Alright. So that's kinda the list here, right? The proper list, right? Wait a second. R1, G2, B3. Oh, I've omitted A. Right. That's it. So you should do A. Right. So let's see. Yeah, I guess it just segfaulted. So like, I should switch to slimy events. Yeah, anyway, it looks like it just segfaulted, so I will restart the LISP. But yeah, I guess it converts properly, and so that it all works. Okay, so I guess I should switch to some file from the engine and yeah, restart again, so that it starts in proper directory, and then upload the engine again. Is it still working? Come on, work. Yeah. So credits. Yep, it works. So back to the DSL. So where was I? In LISP. Yeah. So I guess I need some documentation here. So this calls case style push color with context offset and RGB and A runs, then Eclipse body, then calls case style pop color. Right. Here we go. So what else? Yeah, this layout thing. Okay, I think that's time for some quick carbohydrates. Right, so now I should wrap this layout space begin function. Right. So maybe just before those. So this is like with layout space. What are those different layout modes? So layout space, that's the one. Layout row template. Man, that's hard. And then layout row. It does not even need any macros. Then this layout row, which kinda does. And then this layout row static and dynamic, which also do not require any macros. Alright, so I will just start with this space. The layout space of context and what else? So begin. layout format and height and widget count. Layout format, height and widget count. So format height and then widget count. Alright, and I think I also should convert that automatically to float, so that I can just pass int, because this F0 everywhere is just painful. Okay, so Rogan, I guess? Yeah, obviously. So Rogan, so first of all, MK. Oh, wait a second, why MK? Yeah, I'm in the package. Why should I use MK? I should not. Right. So, layout space begin. Space begin. Context. Then this format. Then this one, the height, which I should convert from integer. Would float suffice? Yeah, it will. Is that float though? Yep. So float, comma, float of height, and then digit count. That's it. So then the body, and then layout space and. But then again without MK. Perfect. By the way, I should recompile those. Right, so where was I? Here. So layout space and of that context. Right. So here we go. Oh, come again. Header no body. Oh, I forgot the body again. What now? Widget count is defined. Oh, yeah. Comma. Right. So I guess that's kinda it. So I'll document that. Calls way out space begin with context format height and widget count arguments, then executes body, then calls key layout space and. Right, that's it. And I guess I now can try and replace all of that code of mine with those macros. So I guess I will just I guess I should back up all of my code. So yeah, cool. So then just copy that into my job box. Okay, so I haven't committed all of that stuff yet, because, well, I want it to be good when I commit it. I mean, without that stuff that is hard-coded. So, yeah, first of all, I should export all of those from my package here. So, Climber backend, helpers, and then LISP interface. Oh, and by the way, I should append that into ASD file. Yeah. Number interface. LISP. Okay. So here we go. How should I? Okay. Let's just copy it like that and fix it after. Okay. So I guess that's time for some Emacs macro. So I go to the space and delete everything to the end and go next line. Okay. There we go. Okay. And now insert this sharp sign dash command. I mean sharp sign colon. Okay. Alright. So now I guess I should restart. No, first I will change the function. But yeah, anyway, I could restart first. Yes, now it recompiles and whoa, that was weird. Okay, so now I would replace that. Okay, so first of all, with so like mk with style item, yeah, GUI and offset this one, yeah, the offsets. Okay, I will get back to offsets in a moment. So as of yet, I will just have those as just constants in my engine code. Okay, so what are the arguments again? The item, right? So as the item, I have this one. Oh, and by the way, I think I should also have some macro for color. So, yeah. Right, with color. Color. So again, variable keywords. Come on, what's wrong with me today? So RGB and A. And the body. So it also executes this body, but with var bound to declare color struct. It's R G B, oops, B and A. Right. So it's just basically the same, but with different symbols. So R, oops, G, and then B, and then A. Okay, so I should also export that from the package of color. And yeah, I should use it here because that looks just kinda ugly. So how do I actually use that? Like, okay, with color, and then that variable name, and then those keywords, right? So something like window background color. It's kind of long, but anyway. So in the background color R0, U0, B0, and A192. Right, so MK with color, then with color with style item, and then here in MK style item color, we go with this window background color. Something is off with style item. Yeah, something is definitely off. Oh, okay, so that's kind of body, so yeah. So Emacs has been clever again with the indentation. Alright. So where was I? With color, with style item, so now with window. Okay, window of GUI, then title, main menu, it's not visible anyway. Menu, then bounds, yes, here I guess I should again use MK with rect. Like window bounds, x0, y0. Oh, wait a second. It is floats, whereas in color it was integers. So for color it's okay, but for floats, yeah, I guess I can have some extra value here by adding conversion to float again. So I guess this would do. Oops, what? Binding of M is not real. How does that happen? Nil. Oh, I see. I guess I just is my max stuck again? Come on. It's stuck again. So I'm using this GCMH package, which is garbage collector magic hack for Emacs, and yeah, sometimes it just starts collecting garbage, just like that. But anyway, it makes the overall experience a bit faster. So I guess what I should use here is something like that. Yeah, at least it compiles. So I will use that. Yep. Okay, so with rect, and yeah, here now I can have integer numbers. So x, y, y, right. So then with display width and height, display height. Okay, so with rect, menu, then the bounds, window bounds, and then the flags. So I have like nil here, nil, and then just body. So here we go. So now the layout space. Okay, so okay, layout space. The GUI format is dynamic. Sorry. height. I reckon I have conversion into float for that. Yeah, so the height is 36 and one widget. Oh, that's early for parentheses. So the body. Now the actual code. I can can even probably copy that. Oh, now it's the rect again, so I guess I should use that here with rect, something like widget bounds. Bounds x 34 y 8 0 w and h 0.84. Right. So give out space push GUI and then this widget bounds. Right. Okay. After that, I'm using this nkStyle push style item, so I can use with style item macro. Come on, style item. Then offset. Can I fold some of those? Yep, that's all of it. So with style item UI, then this offset, style button normal, and then with this style item, which is image. Yeah. Then again with different style item. I'm starting to think maybe I should have this combined, just like in CFFI library. So I should have, come on, stop, don't stuck again. Jesus. Yeah, that's again embarrassing. Right, so I guess I should have, at least for this with style item, I should have the version with some different, with the multiple items. So like with style items. So how should I proceed with that? So like for CFFI there is with foreign string and with foreign strings. And yeah, it has like bindings, then body. So for me, how should that look? Okay, let me just quickly peek at the implementation of that with foreign strings. Bindings body. So if bindings with foreign strings, yeah, obviously it is implemented recursively on the list. Alright. So I should make it a bit more complex, because I would have to destructure and bind my arguments, I guess. Or should I? Okay, let's see. So I'll have like items and then the body. And so in that, so if items, it will expand to with style item of, okay, I will have this first, I mean the current item as the first of items, and then from this item, I guess I can just get first, second, and third elements, and they would be just the parameters in list. Yeah, I guess that would do. So, like, with style item, and then so comma, and then like first of item, then second of item, and then third of item, and then the actual body, the next, yeah, like the step of recursion. So like with style items again, style items, and then just rest of that items, rest of items, and then body. Oh, come on, mix it again. So, and the other case is just program body, right? Light is program though. Oh yeah, because body can contain multiple forms. Oops. Yeah. So it will just be. How do I document that? Yeah, so here in CFFI they don't even document it without that. Okay, so like multiple version. Okay, no, version of with style item. No, it's not the version, it's the so something like instead of chain calling with style item, use this, something like that. So chain calling with style item, use this. No, maybe just start with that. Use this instead of chain calling with style item. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I can now use it here, I think. Okay, let's just see. No, I should test if that even works. So what if I macro expand it just with one item, with okay, with style items, and then it's list of lists, so I should have two sets of parentheses here, then context, offset, and some item, and then some body. Okay, so it kinda expands to something. With style item GUI, no. With style items, no. Okay, so how do I macro expand that fully? Okay, so go style item. Oh, what now? Okay, I should, I think, also macro expand this. Oh, it does not macro expand. Okay. So what if I pass nil here as the items? Program print one. Okay. Nice. So this will macro expand just to print 1 with program, and here style push item GUI this and now. Okay, so it kind of looks okay to me. Let's just see what happens if there's 2 of those. So like this. Oh. Yeah, I guess that kind of works. And here with style items, GUI first this one, GUI style button normal on this. Then, oh no, that's the list of lists, so the parentheses. Then GUI style button hover. I wonder if I pronounced that right. Hover, and then this one. Oops. What's happening? How? That's weird. I want to get this. Oh, there's some extra space, I guess. Come on. No, right. And then after hover, I have this active. So style button active. Yeah, it is already looking kinda a bit better, a tiny bit. But the idea is to actually have those macros as some DSL, which I can set somewhere else. So it's not hard-coded into the engine, and it's rather somewhere in the code of actual game. Okay, so for button active, I have this style image. Okay, so with style items, yeah, that will do. Okay, so this list ends, and then here we go with the body. So now the colors. Okay, so yeah, and once again, I probably should have the version of macro colors for multiple items again. So macro with style colors, something like that. And then the body. Oops. Yeah, so the documentation will be almost the same. Use the chain colon with style color. And the implementation also would look quite the same. So first items. So here we have keyword arguments. That's the problem. So here I guess I could not avoid the structure in bind. Yep. So where should I do this destruction in bind? In the hello mate. So should it be in macro expansion time or at the runtime? I guess in macro expansion time. So destruction bind lambda list. So the lambda list would be the same as in the singular version, like context offset this key DNA. Yep. So instruction bind lambda list expression. So the expression is item. Oh, not item colors. So let me rename that colors, and that would be color. Right. So blah blah blah. Color. Alright. So in that instruction bind,
which would happen at macro expansion time.
I would call that with style color, but instead of those
colors as well.
What do you mean? Right, you're totally right. So with style color, with context, then offset, and then like something like that. So R. So I'm like destructuring it just to make it into the list, into the very same list again. So I guess probably apply or maybe fun call would make sense here, but since with style color is a macro, yeah, I wouldn't bother. Okay, so G, B, B, and A, and then alright, should it be? Oh, thanks, mate. Where did you do that? In Telegram? So should I use the backtick here? I guess no. Oh, wait a sec. RGB and A are at the macro level, so I should use backtick here. Alright. Yeah, and so then I call this multiple version again with style colors, the rest items, the rest of colors, and then body. Okay, so I guess that's it. What? Turbo B, RGB, A. What do you... Oh, I guess here should be double comma again. Yeah, welcome to the macro club. Yep. So I guess I should test that. Colors. Oh, come on. So first of all, macro expand. Then okay with style colors. Okay, so some colors and then body. Okay, and in these colors, something like so first of all context, then offset, then the actual color. R0, G1, B2, A3. Okay, that's the one. Oh, really? So what have I missed? Style colors. So colors and then body save colors. So it means the colors is nil. How is that nil? That's a list with some elements. So what if something like that? Oh, okay. Now we are trying to work. Colors, if colors, then first colors. Instruction bind, blah blah blah. Looks fine to me. Okay, that's just weird. What if there's some another list? Something like that. Something like, I don't know. Alright. That's some trouble. Okay, what happens here? You're parsing arguments in instruction bind valid number of elements in GUI. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it should say, because that's not the correct list. But why it doesn't work with these arguments? So it was working with style items. So that's like this double list. What the heck? So program body. So suddenly this is nil. And if I just print format colors and something like also like loopy. That's okay. Okay, so it's not null. What the heck then? So then we should get into this first. Oh yeah, I fucked up the parentheses. Of course I did. Right. So with style color GUI, then 42, then this list. So it's weird with the backtick, but it still works. So and then with style colors nil. Right, and if I call it with nil. Right. So I guess that works with style color. Right. So with style colors. Oh no. I should also export this, I guess. Package. That was. With style colors. Okay. So with style colors. So the first argument is GUI, then this offset, and then the actual color. So R 215, G 217. I reckon it's the same. Okay, so B 1, A 255. Okay, that's the color. Right. So then the next one for text hover. Oops. And then for text active. And they are all the same. So then this parenthesis end, and yeah, here we go. So yeah, with style color, with style colors. You mean in the first one, in this singular version? Yeah, what's my color? What's the color? Yeah. Color A. I don't know. I don't quite get your idea about. You mean to change the parameter list? ABCD color A. What do you mean by ABCD? Like these components, RGBA? Color, instruction bind, context offset, colors. Oh, you mean change it from the keyword arguments? Well, I mean, just I like it better when you see like this one is R, this one is G, like it's more readable, I guess. I mean, to see the actual color here. So I can just pass some arguments like some numbers here, but it would not look as nice as this one, I guess. Alright, so where was I? I was here. Okay, so now the actual code. Which color? Yeah, colors. Color. Okay, fixing. So now with button. Now with button label. Yeah, right. So the context is GUI again. The label is new game, and then the body. So then the actual body is what happens when the button is pressed. So here, yeah, and here I also wanted to change this sound emitting stuff. So the thing is, I'm creating, when the button is pressed, I'm creating some sound effect, just like in the original Diablo. When you click button, it's like this silent shh sound. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating sound component as I do for the special entity, which is like menu entity. So for this I define the empty component for menu. By the way, why am I doing this? Oh, because I create this one. So this is like initialization code. Yeah, that's also kinda retarded for me to do. So I guess I'll leave it to do here. And the problem is that right now I don't have any place for a system to initialize. So I'm kinda handling it here in the component. So yeah, I should have some sort of system initialization method or like that. Right. And yeah, and the thing is, I can create the sound component. So yeah, I have this some entity. Yeah, maybe not. So I'm creating the I'm creating a component with the sound in this special entity. So maybe I should not have this special entity and just call my new initializer function to just create a new entity every time. Yeah, I guess right now I will leave it like that, but maybe later it would change. So I will just copy that as is. So I'm creating a new sound, new entity, pick up a new button. Right, then I turn off the menu and start a new game. Right. So then I have the credits button. This button I go to UI and come on, credits. And so in that I also do the same. Oh no. And then I show the credits screen in the special credits system. Right. I will also refactor that system a bit later. And now the exit button. Oops, nope. And for that I also have a new function which issues a close event. So exit this one. Right, so I guess that's it. And the nice thing about all that is I don't have to write this extra pop item and pop color and stuff thing. I can just well, just close all of my parentheses and I'm basically done. Oh, no, extra one. Oh, nope. So okay, I will fold that. Okay, let's see. So should I have any extra code here? No, I don't. So I guess I can remove all of that and go with the new macros. Okay, so let's see if that even compiles. Yeah, obviously it does not. Symbol with color. Oh yeah, I should restart my Lisp because I've changed CL with the Lego nuclear package. So yeah. Is that it? Oops. Is my Emacs stuck again? What? Wow. So what is the problem? A single style item. Okay, I forgot to export that, didn't I? With style colors. No, I haven't forgot that. With style items is not external. With style items. Okay. So I did forgot that. What now? So, okay, something different. Now you parse arguments with style color macro. A known keyword quasi-quote. Yeah, that's some problem here. Style color quasi-quote. Alright, I see. So, so I guess I should use it something like this. And all of those backticking was some extra stuff. So okay, let's try it again. Okay, so that is expected. And that's also expected. And that is too. But it's kind of weird. Okay, we quick load properly. So let's see if it all still works. Some extra comment here. Yay! It still works. So the hovering works, the pressing works, everything works. So if I press credits, yeah, it still works. Nice, cool. So exit also works. Nice. So yeah, now the code is much better. How will I open all of the folds? I'm embarrassed again. R. So yeah, now the code is much cleaner, and the best thing is that now I can, well, because Common Lisp is such an awesome language, I can have all of this declaration as just some list, and then just well, somehow constructed in the runtime. So basically that would be the runtime code generation. And yeah, that's how awesome Common Lisp is. I can do also that. So yeah, I guess now I should rewrite my credits system in the same way. Okay. System. Yeah, that would be much easier. So, right. Oops. So, okay, with style item. So the context is GUI, offset is this one, and what else? The style item color. So yeah, I should also use with color. So, color. The variable would be something like, again, window background, or yeah, window background color. Or maybe just window background, because that's too long. Alright, I guess I can even copy that. Yeah, that's the same. So, okay, with color, style item UI, blah blah blah. Color, window background. Nope, window background. Okay, and then the rect. Okay, so now like this. I'll just copy that. So the bounds x0, y0, wh, yeah, display width, display height, and then the window. But now it is called the credits. So okay, with this bounds, so fold that. Yeah, the credits. All right. So then, right, and then style push colors. So with style color of oh yeah, okay, so the context is UI, the offset is this one, text color. Oops. Yeah, and the actual color is R255, G255, B255. Yeah, basically that's white. And then yeah, and then the new one, I forgot about the new function. So nk-style push font. Do I have to pop it? Yeah, I have to pop it. Okay, that would be easy. So it's kind of with style font. With style font. Item, color, yeah, somewhere here. Style font. Color, oh no, not color. PGI. Oh, by the way, how do I? Oh yeah, the context. Context, and then the font. That's it. Style to front, tree font. Yeah, that's kind of too easy. So font and body. Okay, so what we'll do here is obvious program. Then a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. So with this font thing, first I should call this one with the context and font. then call body, again wrong order, and then style pop font from context. Right, and that's basically it. So it calls nk style push font with context and font arguments, then executes body, then calls nk style pop font. Alright, so yeah, I should also export that from the package. So with style font. So would it help to quick load the CL Libel nuclear? Yeah, I guess that helped. Is my Emacs stuck again? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that just demonstrates how ancient my computer is. Okay, so with style font. With style font. Where was I? Alright. Context, the context is GUI, and then font. So with command. So, and now I can use basically this code, which actually puts the credits, and I guess that's it. So the style pop font is called for me by the macro, then style color, style pop color also called for me, then nkn, then nk style pop style item. Right, so I guess I'm done here. Wow, that's a lot of parentheses. Yeah, that's just fun. How do I... okay, maybe just put it in the next line. Or maybe even like that. Yeah, something like that. And I guess I can remove that and test if that even works. Yeah, it compiles. Let's see if it works. Okay, just in case I will restart everything and to load it anew. Is it stuck again? No, it's not. So, package and demo. So, the credits. Okay, the credits still work. Nice. So, yeah. So now, after that, I can start with moving that into some actual DSL. So I mean, I can load all of that from some other place, just as a list, and then compile it on the fly and call it as a function. But I will do that later, and what I want to do now, because I still have some time, I want to start with automating this, defining these constants. So yeah, here in CL Libel nuclear. So I have all these beautiful markers. Yeah, that would be some other Lisp file which would be auto-generated by some C file. Yeah, So I guess I will call that like gen constants or offsets. Yeah, that would be just offsets for the structures. So like gen offsets.c. Yeah, and in that I will copy some stuff from my test C. Yeah, this one. Why am I using stdef? Oh, that's for offset off, right? Okay, so I should also have main, obviously. And in here, I would just spit out some Lisp code, and then I will compile and call that in the compilation stage. So okay, I will just start with some stuff here. So first of all, it would be something like, yeah, I will just copy that. Okay. Right. So do I need this? No, I don't. Oh, yeah, I need this. This line. So this is like the in package close. Alright. Yeah, first of all, probably I should print some warning line about auto generation. So like this, okay. So after that in package, and after that, yeah, I guess I don't need that file. And after that, what I want to do is to generate these def constant clauses, and even without this 32-bit, 64-bit crap, because it would be like generated on the user's machine every time, and it would be like, yeah, it would be with proper compiler. Yeah, I guess that's a nice idea I had finally. Alright, so I will tweak makefile. Well, first of all, I've added some crap here. I don't really need it. So if I see, yeah. And here in makefile, I would also have, yeah, the interface Lisp and something like offsets.lisp. Yeah. So it would be dependent on. Oh yeah, I also should have the executable suffix. So perfect. Okay. So I would have some like exe suffix. So I mean, for Windows it's obviously exe. For proper operating systems it's just empty string. So if Windows suffix, or maybe extension, should I call it extension? Yeah, extension. Alright. So this file would be dependent on the binary. So in this dir it would be like again offset dot. Oh, yeah, probably I should have dot here. That would be nicer. So extension. Man, I should test it if it still works on Windows and on macOS. Oh man, that's a lot of things to do. Yeah, I will start just with Linux. So the offset.lisp is dependent on the binary, and to make this offset.lisp, I should just call the actual binary, this one, and put its output into the. Yeah, by the way, I can use makefile automatic variables if I just remembered those and I don't So I guess it should be like what? Dollar. This symbol. This is like the inputs for the rule. So yep, right. So I'm calling that and putting its output into the this one. Okay, I should just Google automatic variables. Automatic. Come on, variables. Okay, so $at file name of the target of the rule, the target, and the target here is this Lisp file. Okay, so that's basically it. And then to generate this binary, I want to compile it actually. So the extension is that dir. And what is the dir, by the way? Yeah, I guess that's the source dir. So in that dir, this again offset.c. So well, here's just basic C compilation. GCC this. Is that how it works? The name of the first prerequisite. Okay. So maybe then with std. I basically want just to copy all of those flags here, just in case. Oh yeah, and by the way, I don't really not need O2, or do I? Yeah, anyway. Pipe, then probably position independent code. I don't need shared library, so -$O $at. Yeah, something along these lines, I guess. And yeah. And for that I need std. Okay, so if I compile that, would that work? How do you okay, I probably should export this. How nothing is to be done? I mean, there is no offset.lisp here. Oh, I should make it make some file to be dependent on offset.lisp. Yeah, probably I should just put it into the all prerequisites. So modify.lisp, then offset.lisp. Okay. What? The rule for gen offset C. Is it here? Oh, gen offsets. It's multiple s. Okay. Offsets. Offsets here. Offsets. Gen offsets here. Offsets. Maybe also multiple. Here, plural. That's the word. Plural offset. Yeah, and also I should add it to ASD file, obviously. So lisp and probably after that offsets. Right. Okay. So offsets. Okay, let's try it now. Yay! So in offsets.lisp. Oh, I forgot the new line. So the make file works. Nice. I haven't forgot this forgotten art. So I should put /n here and here. So here we go. Would it recompile? Yeah, it does. Because of the timestamps. So if we see in offsets Lisp, yeah, nice. That's exactly what I want. So what I want here is, yeah, this file actually would be a large, very large boilerplate because it will be just copying and pasting of all of the structure fields that I need offsets for. Maybe I can even make some C macro to automate that bit. Maybe, okay, I will make it probably later. So something along the lines of, so let's see, in nuclear, which offsets do I need? So like for style, let's see, so I have this like style structure, style item, style blah blah blah, whatever. Am I missing something? Yeah, here we go, style. Yeah, here we go, style item, style item data, style text. Okay, so here we have style text, and it should be a field somewhere else. Yeah, here in NK style. So basically NK style is the first one. Do I need these pointers though? Font cursors. Okay, probably I will get back to that later. So okay, the first style I have here is style text, and in that style text there is color and padding. What's the padding? Oh, like for the text key positioning. Okay, so color and padding for text. Okay, style text, okay, style text, color. Yeah, that's basically the very first offset I will add. So it would be like def constant, something like, okay, how it was called in my code, menu system, style button, no, not in menu system, but in credits, style text color. So, oops. Style text color, and it would be like %d, I guess, or ld, no, ld, I guess. So yeah, and after that new line, and its value would be exactly this. So the offset of style, then text. Okay, maybe I should just put it like this, and then this. Right. So that's the very first line. Maybe I should put these lines like that. Does it look better? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so that would be the first offset I want to generate. So let's see if that works correctly. So in offsets, yeah, 444. Let's check out with this value. Yeah, 444 for 64-bit. Okay, so basically I would just copy and paste all of those structure fields in that C file. Yeah, and I will make it a bit later. So okay, I guess that's all for today's stream. So I've moved quite far. So I've made these macroses, which would be the base for my DSL in this LISP interface. LISP, not LISP. Yeah. So I've also laid out this idea for generating offsets instead of hard coding those. So yeah, I guess I will work on that, and maybe on the next week I would release the game's version with the main menu and credits and all of that stuff. So yeah, I guess that's okay for today. Thanks for watching, take care, and goodbye.